Latvian veterans who fought alongside German Nazis during World War II have held their annual march through the capital. With the mood traditionally intense, there were a number of arrests after the leader of a local anti-fascist group was beaten up. The parade's distinct nationalist tone and clear Nazi references also raised concern outside Latvia. Latvia was there.
Juan Gonzalez was born in a prison in Franco's fascist Spain. He and his parents were repressed by that regime, so he was hurt when he learned that Waffen-SS veterans marched through the streets of Latvia's capital, Riga.
All of Europe fought so hard to eradicate fascism. In Spain, in Italy, where it was once state ideology, you would now never see manifestations which glorify Nazism. It's considered shameful. What happens here in Riga is totally incredible and outrageous.
Marches by former Latvian SS legionnaires in Riga are nothing out of the ordinary. Since Latvia became independent, they've been held every year. The men who once fought on the side of Nazi Germany are seen as freedom fighters by some here, a view which divides society in this post-Soviet state. For many years, this march had been forbidden by the city's authorities. A court decision then overturned it, and the march still took place. This year, the High Court decided to strike first. Even before the mayor had his say, the court said that the march must take place and forced the mayor to apologize for all the years he had been banning this march. The masterminds of this march, Latvia's nationalists, say they want the younger generation to embrace their history and recognize their heroes.
I'm especially proud to see so many young people today. This is proof that we're living in a free country which had been under occupation for many years.
But many in Europe simply cannot understand what appreciation of freedom has to do with 3-year-olds walking alongside former Nazi troops, especially given that Latvia is a member of the EU, which has no second opinion on fascism.
Latvia is a member of the International Task Force for Remembrance of the Holocaust. And it's very hypocritical, it's nonsense that on one side you are a member of such an important organization to remember what happened 70 years ago in order to avoid our children to repeat the mistakes of the history. And on the other side, you allow those people to march and to be the boss in the house. It's really crazy, it's shameful.
Latvia's anti-fascist movement has been fighting these marches for a decade with no success. They fear this movement is getting stronger as Latvia's economy gets weaker. And strengthening it is a well-planned government tactic.
It's easy to bring up nationalist ideas to divert attention from economic troubles. Our parliament even wanted to make March 16th a national holiday of the Latvian army. This day had nothing to do with our army. But in Nazi Germany, March 16th was called a Day of Heroes, praising the army. This speaks volumes to what our government is about.
Latvia's anti-fascists have sent petitions to the European Commission many times to help get these marches outlawed, with no response so far. Putting pictures of Nazi camps in Latvia, where tens of thousands perished in the 1940s, is yet another attempt to have their outrage recognized. Alexei Rashevsky, RT, reporting from Riga in Latvia.